All right, y'all. We are about to get into a live podcast October 19th at the Ice House. Invited out by our boy Craig, friend of the family. Alejandro will be there. AD will be there.
Yes.
I'll be there. Giving live content. Make sure you come in. Click the link below. If you want tickets, come on in to see us.
October 19th. Woohoo! Don't miss it.
And I'm prettier in person.
That's true.
Welcome to another episode of TFU.
Woohoo! It seemed like you forgot the name of it for a second.
You know what's so funny?
Let me look into the paperwork.
I don't announce, and Josh is usually here that does it. I was like, what show is this? We got too many fucking shows.
What does that stand for, brother?
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up. Okay.
Yeah,
But we went corporate.
Yeah, we
Okay.
went corporate. We gave the initials.
The logo looks completely different. It's a little tofu vibe.
There you go. Exactly.
Little modern restaurant.
Nobody's
vibe.
gonna get hurt with that logo.
Nobody's getting hurt with the tofu logo, baby. It's safe.
We're trying to sell it to the white people.
Okay. Everybody. They
Well,
buy
you
the
guys
most.
kind of hear our guest. He's been already joining into the podcast. We got one of my good friends,
100%.
Norman Nixon, or is it Norman?
Whatever you want to call me. Norman
Nixon Jr.
Baby.
I love it.
That is I, man.
Man,
Thank you
it was
for having
good
me.
seeing your dad at your show, though.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you for popping out. Yeah. I appreciate you for popping out, man. You know, the city has slowly but surely, you know.
Right.
You got to stay down for a long time before they believe you serious about what you're doing out here, man. So, like, it's people who just now like, so you serious about comedy? I'm like, yeah, you're 10, damn near. Like,
Wait a minute, that wasn't his first show.
No.
Okay,
My dad be there, but you know,
Right.
he's an OG black father presence. You know, he pulls up, give you a couple notes, get on, bail you out if you get in real trouble. But that's what counts the most. Let's keep it real. Keep you safe, you know, keep you fed, whatever, you know, growing up. But you know my dad, you've seen him in a basketball game before. He sit there, read the paper, he keep it cool. He's real player like, you know.
Man, you know when the first time I seen your dad, and you was probably super young. I used to see your dad come into Memorial, but he would have Sam Crawford with him. So Sam would always try to hang with your
folks.
dad.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Nah, I used to see him come in there. I would be like, man, I hope he worked with me.
him and my cousin Mark, when they was at Westchester, Craw.
Sam
Craw was
Crawford,
a baller.
nice with it.
I know, man.
Nice with one of the nicest point guards that ever came out of Los Angeles. Unfortunately, it didn't make it. And I know Sam a little deep. I don't know how well you probably
I know Sam pretty well.
You know,
we got a big age gap though, so obviously like what was happening specifically at that time, you probably saw it more live than me. You know what I'm saying? No. I know about the basketball aspect, but you know the derailment, what happened, why it didn't work, because like you said, basketball wise, it was all there.
Yeah, basketball wise,
it was all there. My dad always said Sam was incredible. He was like
one of the best point guards I ever seen in my whole entire life. The only person that at that time that was coming at him in Los Angeles was Chico. And Chico was out of Crenshaw.
Yeah.
So Chico was out of Crenshaw, but you know nobody had the gifts Sam had. You know, after New Mexico State and all that other stuff, the craziness that happened, it just, you know, it didn't really pan out for him. And I don't know what he's doing lately.
They weren't very forgiving back in the day. They wasn't giving too many Mikey Williams type of shots or any of that kind of stuff.
Right.
So. John Morant would not exist in 95. He wouldn't have been back.
It's no way.
Yeah.
But Sam Crawford could do anything on a basketball court.
Yeah.
Anything on a basketball court. But anyway, man, that was just like the first time I ever seen your dad. But man, you got one of the most famous families ever. It seemed like everybody successful over there. You got your mom, Debbie Allen.
Yeah.
I remember watching Fame when I was a little kid and stuff like that. Did you get a chance to see any of that?
No, I mean, I was not like live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
afterwards, you go watch it.
Not like the whole season. I mean, I've seen episodes.
I've seen clips. Your mom the whole
How many episodes have you seen?
Full episodes of Fame?
Yeah.
0. 0 episodes of Fame watched, brother. How many people in the cast do I know? All of them. You know, how many, was I around? Right. But were they all family? Gene Anthony Ray and everybody.
Right.
They all my folks for sure. Rest in peace, Gene Anthony Ray. But nah, man, I definitely didn't go back and catch that. What year was that aired?
Man, I don't even know, man.
That's what I'm saying.
It was no way it was
1971.
It's no fucking
1971.
way. I was 1971.
I was born in 87. I think he knows the stats. He gives the stat
He looked like the
vibes.
stat.
Yeah,
I guarantee he got this shit wrong.
Watch.
It's no way that shit started.
It wasn't 71.
Right. In 1982.
No,
Told you.
No,
That
71 was
way,
crazy.
That motherfucker, 71
But I was born
wild.
in 87. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So I missed all the good shit. My dad retired before I came of age. You
That's
know
what I
what
was
I'm
going to
saying?
ask you. Did he retire? And your dad, first of all, let me say your dad is Norman Nixon. They used to play for the Lakers and the Clippers.
Norman.
Right there next to Magic. He was playing.
You know about it?
How's Magic Johnson's name viewed upon the household?
Fine. Like everybody else is.
Just asking.
Why you always ask weird shit?
Not my bad.
I just saw Magic. I just saw Magic in Vegas. I'm tight with Magic's son. We all good, baby.
Yeah, man. I seen clips of your dad playing with Magic, and that was an incredible situation. I wonder why they broke that up. Or what do you? I don't even know if you know the history behind that.
Well, I don't know, man. I think that like sometimes the management just be doing stuff.
Right. It just didn't work out.
They just be doing stuff, and then I don't know. I mean, if anything, it's just like today. People want to act like we're in the world of like LeBron, where like, Magic was just playing. You know what I'm saying? Could he probably have a little baby input or something or anybody? Yeah, but it ain't like Magic was running up to the office like, send him and do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? So I think, I don't know what happened, but I know that the fans didn't like it.
Nobody liked it.
I know the fans didn't like that at all. And look, Byron's a great player. Even that, my dad got traded for Byron. I went to Byron's camps as a kid. My dad don't care about none of that shit. Nobody cares about none of that shit. That's media projection. That's like weird, goofy guys. Like I always read an article,
right?
And I love to click and see who it's written by and look at pictures of them. And I'll be like, that's who you're listening to. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Get this guy's opinion the fuck out of here, man. You can't even make free throws and layups, and you want to act like you know the ins and outs of like NBA championship shit. Like, shut up. Write what you know.
Yeah, that's so true. I never forget, man. I was reading about my company one day, D Herbs, and they were sitting there telling me the logo that I had for D Herbs was an Illuminati sign. And if you bought the product, you were in the Illuminati. I said, man.
Wait, that's not true?
Don't get me started. don't get me started with the Illuminati stuff, man, because I've done plenty of time on stage. My lips is ashy, so I'm just keep dealing with it. Whatever, it's fine.
You want some water?
This is I'll take some water, some anything. Yeah. But I was gonna say, the conspiracy theories, that we deal with out here in the world need to stop. If you don't brush shoulders and shake hands with these people that you're making these allegations against, please shut the fuck up. Extreme claims need extreme evidence.
Right.
Whereas what we do is we speculate and we make up theories about the people we encounter the least. Who got the most conspiracies about the border? People who've never been there. Who will tell you about all the stuff going on in LA and California, and somebody who doesn't live here. You know what I'm saying? And even on the other side of that, who will tell you what's wrong with the South or this, people who don't go there, who don't know nobody from there. So it's like, everybody just talk about what you know. Shut the fuck up. Did we curse on this? My bad.
No, you can go crazy.
Yeah, that's right.
Go crazy. Yeah. Go on, go crazy. And also, man, it looked like your brother is coming up as an actor.
Man, he been there though.
Yeah.
He been there.
He done Snowfall.
He did.
He was Whitney Houston's son in The Bodyguard, bro. He been there. He been there. He was the little kid in Terminator 2 with the damn remote control car. So he been active. But just in this world of acting now, there's so much. There's so many networks and streamers and channels, and it's way too much content. So at this point, it's like, if you're not number one on Game of Thrones, or like if it's not what was the huge one, like Stranger Things on Netflix or something, it almost don't move the Richter scale. you know, it moved the Richter scale in Hollywood.
Right.
Like, you get jobs, you get more money. You know what I'm saying? But as far as everybody just knowing, like, oh, that's the guy from this, it's like that shit is hard to get now.
Okay, damn, I didn't even know your brother was killing it like that.
Yeah, he been slow and steady. I mean, he did like a bunch of Secret Life of an American Teenager. Like that was like a teenager kind of. It was some young people
I saw
shit.
a couple episodes.
But yeah, I don't know. He did like seasons and seasons of that. You know, he did like multiple seasons of an MTV show. He's done like, I mean, that, you know, he's been steady. But again, you know, the acting thing is, you know, they forget about you quick, baby, out here.
How do you like playing the role on Winning Time?
Him?
Yeah, because he was playing his dad.
Our dad.
Yeah, your dad. You guys' dad. Everyone. Yeah.
I don't know. Shit, you'd have to ask him that. I mean,
Okay.
I wasn't there. You know, I don't want to speak for him.
Okay.
You know,
Did you audition for the role?
Yeah. We both did. We were the only two, I think.
You got to be nicer than your brother at basketball.
Yeah, but it wasn't about hoop.
Did he play? Because I know
he has an acting resume.
No,
you know,
he does have acting.
He's done
but it was
that,
about
you know?
basketball.
They had stunt devils and shit, man. Come on.
They
Man.
showed him in the gym a few times. I was watching.
But you know, the TV, they don't care, man. They
I know.
look, even on that show, from what I seen, they did better on the basketball element there than they've done in a lot of shows that we've seen. Like we see these football shows and stuff, it looks bad.
Right.
Them drop backs and them throws, it's like nasty work.
And also, I did not know that you was an actor or you've done as much as you've done. Because what was the show again?
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
They said you were on for, I know they said 12 episodes, but it was for years that they kept popping you back in and out of the show. How was that?
It was cool, man. I mean, it's a small, easy role, great residual checks. I'll take it. What stunk about it sometimes was for a while, we were always in the COVID ward. So there's a lot of episodes where I did stuff, and if you don't know me very well, you don't even know that's me. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
With a mask?
Yeah, I got a mask. I come on, say like two lines real quick, and then get the fuck on type shit. So like, yeah, nah. But Grey's was cool. But like you said, bunch of other stuff. I got a show on right now that I can plug. House of Vicious season 2. It's on BET Plus. The first season went linear. Hopefully that can happen again for this second season.
Dope, man.
I did a movie with Affion Crockett called The Hip Hop Story. That did a limited theater release. We was in AMC theaters right now. I talk to him periodically because which streamer are we gonna land with conversation? I don't know. You know that. Is it Hulu? Is it Peacock? Is it this? But again, you know, there's so much shit that it's, you know, it's like, so I know he's in the middle of having that conversation. You know, writing my own stuff. Like I said, got my own shows. I do the stand-up thing a lot.
Right.
So yeah, always rocking, man. You know, people only pay attention to themselves out here, you know?
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna keep it real. I feel the same way about you. I have looked up and been like, why is he being interviewed on this? Like, what the fuck? Like, I'll be like, he's on some daytime TV show in a suit. Like, I missed that whole wave. Like, you know, we know each other most from basketball.
Right.
He's always trained kids in the gym that was close to my house I grew up at, and I worked out there all the time. So even before we had conversations,
Absolutely.
it was just years of deuce chunking and little pound. And again, like I see he got the work ethic. He sees I'm down to go put in some work. So there's a mutual respect. He watched me get better. You know what I'm saying? Different stuff like that. So, and then we got a lot of the same friends, come from the same, you know, same city. Shout out to Trayvon, my guy, man.
My guy, man.
My guy, Trayvon Dugar.
I love
was my trainer, man.
Yeah, Trayvon kind of grew up with me, and just seeing his growth in everything. Yeah, and just watching him train. You know, he's inspired a lot of kids. Yeah, man. You know, he's helped a lot of kids for sure.
Know, so
positive.
I was a person who he helped out a lot. You know, he didn't charge me. You know, I wasn't in the Bronny James program. You know, my dad wasn't just about to be like, all right, we got $10,000 a month to get you right. You know, my dad's old school. He's like, if you want to go out there and go get it type of, he was one of them type of guys. So
he wasn't working out with you, your dad?
Yeah, we would work out sometimes, but it was never programmed up. And also too, I think a lot of athletes that are retired have this like, do I want to force my kid into this? Do I just want to be easy or whatever? Especially back then, like now it's more normal. You know what I'm saying? It's like more of everybody's doing it. Nobody looks at it as like, you know, sometimes people look at that as almost like a punishment, you know, like you forcing your kid to do, you know, does he really like that or this? Like, you know, did you ever get a choice to, you know what I'm saying? So I think he kind of played it like that most of the time, which is why I was more of like a late blooming kind of kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You did get nicer later.
Yeah. It was like 11th grade, you know, when I really kicked it in. 12th
start
grade.
Dunking.
Yeah. I don't think he thought I was going to be that. You know, my mama's short too, so he probably was sitting there like, he don't know. Like my mom was 5'2", so he was probably like, you know, I just want my kids to be happy, taken care of, you know, looked after. So he was just more focused on fatherhood than like being a trainer, you know.
Right. Nah, you was a hell of an athlete. You definitely became that late.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And too, another thing, like, I was young. I don't even think you knew that. I graduated at 17, bro.
Oh, wow.
So I could have been a sophomore when I was like having that boost. So that's what I'm saying. If it was programmed up and whatever,
right,
whole different game. That's how you get to like, man, I averaged 35 my senior year because I was a man. Like if I was 19, because even like, you know, I went to prep after that. I went to South Kent. So then I had my freshman year at Wofford. So I'm even there. I'm looking at cats. I'm like, damn, y'all still older than me. Like y'all like, damn, so I could have been a sophomore my senior year at Crossroads? Like, that would have been crazy.
People don't know that's the cheat code. The cheat code is the cheat code is basically, and you already know this, I don't know if you know this, is that when you get to the 8th grade, they hold you for a year and you work out for a year. And then you go to the 9th grade, a year stronger, more developed and fired up and ready to go. That's what they always do. Now, in his situation where he's 17, graduating at 17, they might have, if they was really crazy, held him for 2.
Literally.
Held him for 2. And that's the game.
Here's what's, because I went to South Kent after that. You know, I did a post-grad year. And honestly, I played well there and had a good year. It took a while because, you know, that's like G League. You just a bunch of niggas together, everybody fighting for shit. You got to, but I fought, you know, I ended up being a starting guy, but then I got hurt. And my grandma passed away that year. So like mid-season. So that shit just, you know, when that happened, I just felt like I was on autopilot. Like I just, you know, like I was just numb for a little, for like about a month or so. And then I got hurt. So that kind of derailed me. Ended up taking scholarship offers that I should have waited, you know, like a guy who, other cats that was coming off the bench at different times went to SMU. Another one went to George, I think it was.
So they went to better schools for you because they decided.
Well, they waited.
They held out.
And they were more tapped in the AAU world. I was never playing with good AAU teams, you know, because again, there just wasn't the understanding there that, oh, this is where you go get a scholarship, you know. Right. You know, one good game in Vegas or in Texas and Florida, the right spot, you know what I'm saying? You got offers, you know, so. But, you know, it's all good, you know. I'm
Live
happy,
and learn.
man. You live and you learn, and everything about my journey has got me to here, and I'm not in a bad spot right now.
Now, the one thing that you mentioned to me is that you're having a baby.
I'm having a baby, man, a baby girl dad.
Oh, okay.
You know, girl dad
that
in
kills
the game.
my question.
Yeah, that pretty much killed my question too.
If you have a boy, would you name him Norman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rep the set.
No, hey, so now if you had a son, I don't know how you feel about girls basketball, and that's a whole nother subject. Yeah. But if you had a son in the same situation that you were in when you were a young kid that would have graduated at 17 and he was serious about basketball, would you hold him back?
Yeah, but I also, like, there's a big age gap between me and my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the channels of basketball that he came up through, like, there was no AAU.
Right.
None of that stuff existed. It wasn't no holding back. It was about getting your education, and you're good enough or you ain't, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So obviously I know a few things and learned a lot from him, learned other stuff from other people. So yeah, I'll definitely, for all of my kids, I'm going to give them a chance to play a sport at a high level. Because I feel like it's worth, I mean, the NIL shit make it worth it at this point. You could be cashed out in the 9th, 10th grade if you cold.
And be done.
Like, listen.
And be done by the end of college.
Caleb Williams don't have to do nothing. He could be Jamarcus Russell and peace out and just he got like 10, 15, 20 mil at USC while he was there.
That's crazy.
Cats are
now.
Regular schools making 6 figures. Like some of my boys as coaches now and stuff. He's like
they
man,
make it. First, I'm happy for everybody making
they
money.
averaging 13 points and making $100K. Like at a mid-major, brother. Like I'm just saying. Like,
it don't even make sense.
And then after that, then they get paid like $450 to upgrade to like that's why they gonna do something about the portal because they gonna probably like
the portal crazy.
Well, because they gonna monitor how many times you can go. Because at this point, it's just like upgrade. Like I perform well, I'm out of here.
Right.
Like what's her name? She was like the girl who got was at LSU and got cooked by Caitlin Clark.
Angel Reese?
No. The white one. She left.
Oh, the white one.
She was like, I'm out of here. I'm going to she went to like SMU or some other school or something. She was like, I'm gone. And she had just transferred into I think LSU for like 1 or 2 years. And so they'll probably slow that down. But I'm good. I'm glad, man, because these coaches used to lie. Whew. These coaches used to lie. They used to, on some double booking airline style, double recruiting and lying and, I'm gonna play you this and then try to switch you positions. I'm gonna play, so they needed to be held accountable. Now you have to be honest and be solid.
No, that's so true because you probably don't even know this. So I went to Central Arkansas where Scottie Pippen went to school. So, but when I got there 2 weeks prior to the basketball practice starting and all that stuff, the coach that coached Scottie, God, I can't even remember the dude's name right now. But anyway, he called me and told me that he decided to retire, just out the blue.
And then
I didn't know what to do.
And then now what?
And I didn't know what to do. I had absolutely no idea what to do. And I knew I had already enrolled in school. And I know if you go to another school, then you got to sit out. I didn't know what to do. Now with the portal, I could have just dropped my name back in the portal and been like, I'm out of here and found something else.
Bro, I had to transfer because I transferred from Wofford, right? Because they was doing all kind of different people scandalous there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just had a coach who was not it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows it. He was like, let's keep it real. I was down in that South Carolina world. I think I was probably had some people hating on me because I come from a rich black family. And they don't like that down there, and we educated too. We're well spoken.
Right.
We dressing good.
Right.
They don't like that. You know what I'm saying? You ask a coach a question that's too good. You know what I'm saying? He don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? But transferring from there, I would have had so many other opportunities to just easily enter this or that. But now you got to sit out, and now you got to do that. And I ended up just picking a school on a whim, damn near type of shit. And the basketball side of it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? The school was cool or whatever. But yeah, they be lying. The moral of the story, and fuck them. Fuck them. I hope your players leave. I hope all your players leave you if they don't like you. Be better. Make them like you.
That's it. That's so true. When they were recruiting you, was the nicest motherfucker you'll ever. You'd be like, and then when you got to school, you'd be like, who this nigga?
No, cause look, have you seen any of the Aaron Hernandez show? They was just going over that kind of and I don't. Obviously, this is probably completely bullshit and just written for the show. But in the show, they played it like, he comes in and he's all so loving and so this, I care about you, gassing him up, calling you on the phone, da-da-da. Then you get here and you get to practice and he give you the stone face.
All day.
And don't even say what's up. It's like, this ain't the military, bro. This is a fucking sport. They have this fantasy of like this person they want to be. But I'm going to tell you, that good old boy Southern coach is dead. They dying. It's over. They out of sports.
Done.
Basketball, they dead.
Done.
Football is slowly going to happen. It's going to be a little bit slower, but
This is what I will say about coaches. To me, what's dying is the coach that just coached. That coach, to me, have to be a former player. You gotta have lived that life and understand that lifestyle. We don't believe you, but also, I think a real coach, a person that really played, let the person go. He don't hold you back. He don't try to
and honestly, my problem too sometimes was like I could be too coachable in situations.
Right.
You know? So then you get that guy and then you end up listening too much. When again, like me playing well is a put the pressure on the defense kind of guard.
Right.
But if you got a coach that's trying to jail you, you know, I asked him before, I was like, bro, how you want me to be more solid than the guy you got starting over me? I'm a freshman. He's actually the best player. He's like top 2 players on our team. It was Drew Gibson. You know Drew from Dorsey Brothers. Kyle plays in the Drew all the time now.
Right.
Drew's good. You know what I'm saying? Drew really could go. So I'm like, bro, you want me to come in and just get attacked? You know, it's like, bro, if I don't, you know, that's what, like you said, as a non-hooper, you don't understand. It's like, bro, if I don't attack them, they're going to close the gap on me and attack me. If they put pressure on you,
you go.
Yeah.
Every single time.
You got to show them.
That's the rule.
You got to just show them one time. Let they punk ass know. And them coaches will get you bottled up. They'll have you in there getting trapped like this and shit. It's like, bro, it's because you never played.
Exactly. Now when your dad got 2 championships, right? Mm-hmm. So did he ever tell you some of those stories and some of those great stories on how they acquired those championships or anything like that?
I mean, yeah, over time I've heard so many of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, like just different games, different situations.
Were you at some of the games as a young kid?
No, I wasn't born, man.
You wasn't born
in 87,
when he got the championship,
bro. I was born in 87, bro.
Oh my goodness.
That's why I told you I missed it all. All I would have caught was the little Achilles clipper action. And then, like the only game I was at is like, because after that, he went and played overseas just damn near for fun.
I didn't even know he did that.
And like, he was balling overseas too. He did that shit just for like, I think, don't make me lie. I don't know if it was in Monte Carlo or something like that, but it was lit. But I went out there with him one time when he was playing. But yeah, I mean, bro, you know, he was a member of that NBA where they treated people real bad. Mm-hmm. This might be what 15 CBAs ago. This, you know what I'm saying? So at that little last moment, it's like, come on, man, they traded him to the Clippers on purpose. Let's just be real. That was the worst franchise. They fucked him over on purpose. Right. So whoever you want to talk about who's the problem, look at who pulled the strings on that trade. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're looking at, because you don't do that to a player you care about. Right. You don't send, and at that time the Clippers wasn't at the Intuit Dome and none of that shit. It was Donald Sterling, baby.
And your dad was a beast.
A monster.
A monster out there. It couldn't stay in front of him.
A monster.
He was a real problem.
Yeah, like Cass don't even understand how quick he was. It's like some De'Aaron Fox type of shit. Like you know, but and in a different time of basketball too. You know, if he was in this kind of basketball, definitely would be shooting probably 6-7 more shots a game. Yeah. Just because they'd be like, well, he just shoots it better than you. Why are we not gonna let Norm shoot? Like, you know.
Did they ever try to bring your dad on as like an ambassador for like the Lakers or the Clippers or any of those organizations after he finished playing?
I think initially they were scared of the old players. Not like the Lakers in particular, just the NBA period. You know what I'm saying? Like, even look at, when did Kareem start to come around? When did Worthy come around? When did they start to hire ex-players as coaches even? You know what I'm saying? So I think there was like, they're scared of them because they know that it's going to eventually be a hostile takeover, and they're going to lose all their coaching jobs. They're going to lose all their general manager jobs. They're going to lose all their personnel jobs, because it's going to be like, well, I love you, video coordinator, but I'm going to roll with Derek Fisher. And like, I'll take Jordan Farmer, Sasha, anybody. I'll take anybody who's played in the game over you.
Right. By the way, it was Italy that he played.
Yeah, Italy.
Yeah.
Italy?
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the top countries.
Yeah.
Period. I think that's the top country.
Yeah, especially back then.
Yeah,
back
for
then
sure.
it was not even close.
Eric Spoelstra was a video guy.
I don't think he's a good coach.
Huh?
Eric Spoelstra?
Yeah. Oh, you just saying that because he didn't play?
He didn't play.
But I mean, why is he a good coach? I mean, I don't know Eric Spoelstra, and I don't be in Miami, so I don't think this will ever come back to me. Like, I wouldn't talk about no Laker coach like this, because I know I would see that nigga. But like, I'm not gonna see Spo. Like, why is he a good coach?
Well, you can say the championships were because of the big three, But
yeah,
for sure.
I'm gonna say that.
Afterwards, it could be argued that.
And just so you know, Pat Riley played.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so
I know. He played in Kentucky, then you know.
And Pat
he played in the league.
Riley,
Yeah,
Pat
I know,
Riley
and then
also
Lakers.
does this in the background over there.
Oh
too.
yeah, yeah.
So,
But like right now, is Miami Heat the most talented team? No, but they made it to the championship twice. It's not that's not that bad.
But that just shows people's lack of understanding of how basketball works. Like, if you look at their team, you understand how they beat people. Jimmy Butler is a dog, bro.
For sure.
Bam.
And they lock up.
Bam is a dog. Bam is strong as shit. You know, like, even when his GOAT conversation, all that kind of stuff comes up, I'm like, bro, honestly, if we want to tell the real top 10 players, like 6 or 7 of them are centers.
So what's your top 5?
Ooh,
Top 5 players?
Yeah.
Of all time?
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I'll probably say Kareem's number 1. Kobe and Jordan and LeBron are in the top 5. Then the 5th one's kind of hard because it's like, do you give it to Wilt, low key, or Hakeem Olajuwon, or Shaq, or Tim Duncan, or whatever? Because to me, it's just like, let's be real. If you want to dominate a basketball game, you got to be big.
For sure.
They
trying to act like you don't have to be big now.
Wemby can do shit that Trae Young can't fucking dream of, and I don't want to hear about it.
Right.
I'm never taking anybody. Look, if I'm in NBA 2K and my players are both 99 overall, and I got a 6'2" and a 7'2".
He's 7'2".
Get that little dude out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, I kind of put those guards in there because of respect. Because if I really have to just pick, if I'm like, all right, you get to go to the playoffs and you get to pick one, I'm not picking Kobe, Jordan, or LeBron over Hakeem Olajuwon. For one game?
One game? You're not going with Jay for one game?
I can't. Because look.
With Jay?
Look, offensively, Jordan is outdoing them all.
He led the NBA.
Kobe's next.
Remember, steals and blocks.
Who?
Steph Curry.
For a guard.
But
Steph Curry has led in that statistic.
But to me, I'm going to be real, bro. As a guard, you can play the best defense ever. The most people you can guard is your guy who has the ball and a light help side.
That's it.
You got little this. That big can guard at least 3 people and sometimes 5 people every single possession. And y'all better be able to shoot threes, because if y'all thought y'all was coming to the rack, he can clean it up and finish the play. That's one of the most valuable things that doesn't get talked about. Like 10 blocks is better than like probably 10 steals. 10 steals is great, but that, you might have scrapped that out,
right,
stopped it off a ball, tipped a little something, get it, whatever. But like, you scared the whole team all night. You hoop before. You look down in warm-ups, and when you see that footer over there, you be like, shit, we got a night. We finna have a game. Like, or AAU when you was young.
Right.
Think about back before we finished our growth spurt.
Right.
When you look down and when 6'6" was as big as you would ever see, you'd be like, shit, we got a game. Mm-hmm. They got a 6'6" big who could play. Like, you could deal with that guy, that's cute.
Right.
It looks good, but Kareem, skyhook, best shot ever, man.
Unstoppable.
Dominated every level of basketball. Middle school, high school, college,
won on all
the
levels.
NBA. Was still MVP caliber at this old age. When he was 36, he still was winning finals MVP.
Played 20 plus years.
Come on, man.
That's hard. Yeah.
He was the longevity before LeBron even did this longevity.
Right.
So,
right.
And he didn't have nobody to go after. So to me, it's like, bro. And then when you meet these guys, because these dudes lying about their height now. What's the name just exposed him the other day? Kevin Durant. They interview him because they try to give him shit about being 7 feet tall. And he's like, no, bro, like, I'm not lying about my height. He's like, Embiid is lying. Bam is lying. Anthony Davis is lying. A lot of these guys are 6'9" and some change. And honestly, you forget it until you see a big from the 90s. Like, right. I went to a game not too long ago, and I was in a box with Eldon Campbell.
Uh-huh.
He's big as hell.
He was 7 feet.
Yes, and he's significantly larger.
Former Laker.
Oh, my bad. I'm
No, you're good.
Former Laker.
Come
Former
on,
Laker.
man. Yeah, I was with Eldon
Good
Campbell.
athlete.
Bro, he's a real footer. He's
Right.
not a pretendo. You know, now the guys just, I mean, what Jalen Brunson say? How tall he say he is?
God,
Fuck outta here.
if he's 6'2", I would be so surprised. He looked tiny out there.
Trae Young, how tall he say he is? Fuck out of here.
Man, Trae Young, I'm not sure what Trae Young say, but it's no way in hell Trae Young 6 feet. It's impossible.
I mean, if he's probably like exactly
It says 6'1".
Yeah, and he's
that's-
probably like 5'11" and some change. He probably wears shoes with a nice little thing all the time to make sure, like, so again, to me, and even like in football, right? It's like if we were to switch sports, if I really want to dominate a game, I'm picking a heavy guy.
Right.
I'm picking give me a guy who weighs 350 and runs a 4.75, and let's dominate this fucking game. You weigh 185 pounds. That's cool. What you did was great, but you got knocked out when you came across the middle. They jammed you that one time, but you know, Aaron Donald, what you gonna do with that?
Right. So how do you feel about the new basketball? The new power forward is 6'8" and he shoot threes. And the old game, he was 6'11" and he got rebounds, block shots, and was dunking on people.
So the new power forward on the losing teams is 6'8" and shoots threes.
That might be true.
The new power forward on the championship team is the same. Let's be very clear. The Phoenix Sun fed everybody the banana in the tailpipe with the run and gun. They lost, guys. They fucking lost. If you look at the NBA champions, they always got big guys because the only small ball bullshit they talk about is because of Draymond, right? That's the excuse for small ball. Bro, they had Andrew Bogut playing at a defensive player of the year vote level. He's a footer. They had JaVale McGee. Sean Livingston, big as hell off the bench. Iguodala's big for his position. Klay Thompson was big for his position.
Looney is wide.
So they never won with small people. That is a lie. There's never been a small people NBA champion ever. When LeBron won, he would have, you know, Kevin Love and Verjao and what's his name, Ilgauskas or somebody. Or
Ilgauskas tall as hell.
The championship with the Lakers, Dwight Howard,
McGee, AD. That's how you win. How you lose is to buy into small ball.
Yeah, I'm not buying into small ball.
I'll
just be like, nah.
Post them up. Clear out.
I hate that whole mathematical science that they got going on with basketball. It drives me fucking crazy. I fucking hate it, man.
Bro, what something my dad told me a long time ago, and a lot of the things I've learned, there were seeds that were planted in my head just from being around him and Coop and Magic or different people and hearing stuff around Kareem and being like, oh, okay. And then you see it when you get older and you're like, that's what he meant. So he was like, you have to be able to take shots, not take what's given. You have to be able to have an area where you know you can go get there and take that shot. And that is in the mid-range.
Right.
You don't want to do a take shot three. You don't want to do a take shot layup. It's too much traffic in there.
Right.
But the people tell you that's the worst shot in the game. But if the game is on the line, that's the only good shot that's always open.
Yeah.
So they've ruined basketball. They've cooked it.
They definitely have freaking ruined basketball. So the thing is, I mean, I hate to switch subjects because we're going off about basketball. Tell us how you got into comedy.
It was just a logical thing, man. I just evaluated myself. And
you're funny as a motherfucker.
I was just like, what am I good at? Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I've been wild, dude, for years at this point. So to me,
how you take being funny and then getting on a stage? What was that transformation like? Like, how did that even happen?
Honestly, following the footsteps of other people a little bit older than me. You know what I'm saying? I watched, I was like, okay. I've known Damon Wayans Jr. my whole life, so I remember his temperament as a kid. So like how you remember mine, you're like, okay, this makes sense. Like you're never sure if somebody's going to fully be able to mentally navigate and put it together, but you're like, I could see him being a silly guy. So I watched Damon, take his journey. Even James Davis, he went to Crossroads, a friend of mine. I did my first comedy show with him. So like kind of just being like, okay, this person was kind of like that, and they figured out how to turn this into this. This person kind of turned this into that. And it was like, okay, so let me make my swap into entertainment. where's a proving ground where I can start? I'm not a theater actor. I didn't go to school for drama. So it's like, what medium can I prove myself in? And I was like, this is the most logical one.
So you just got on the stage. How was that first performance on stage? How'd it go?
You know, my first performances went good, actually, man, because I treated it like a game. I prepared. A lot of people think you can just go up there and just talk through your first shit. I understand you have to have a set. You have to have jokes. And I'm not delusional, so I'm like, okay, what's funny? What's actually, it comes down to like, do you have taste at all? It's just like, do you have any comedic taste, like in your own personal realm, or does someone, I never needed like the full confirmation from the audience. It's good to have, but I've never had like a concept that I thought was just it. And then they just were like, that's never happened to me. You know what I'm saying?
So no bad performances ever. You never got booed off stage?
No, I never got booed off stage. I've had like medium vibe performances, but not necessarily because I was terrible or something. Sometimes it's a bad setup. Like the bar's open in the back. They're not paying attention. People talking. Nobody's listening. You're not going to be able to get through to these people. So obviously if you got a quick 8-minute set in a room like that, you're going to be fighting for attention type of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I haven't had like, I'm doing 20 minutes in a comedy room and it just,
So that's good.
No, I've never had that happen to me.
We've had a bunch of comedians here.
Some people need to quit though.
It's
funny. Just like who, bro? Some people, it's not for everybody.
Right.
If you can't,
I love that.
It's not, some people, like you said, some people get on set and, like, it'd be like an actor telling you that every actor has to have like a meltdown on set. Like, no, if you melted down on set, bro, maybe it's not for you. Yeah, right. Bro. Like, you sweating, you nervous, you in the back, you fumbled on your lines once and it's like that throwing an interception kind of thing. If that gonna break you for the whole game, quarterback ain't for you, man. Let's switch him in positions. Right. He can just run and hit or something because he's folded, So a lot of people aren't funny though, too. And stand-up is one of those things that anybody can try. And it's subjective. So it's like, you can't really prove somebody's good or bad or whatever. So obviously there's plenty of people who are overconfident and they just get out there and stink that shit up time and time again. I mean, I know some people I've never seen do good. Like, that's the one that's crazy. It's like, nigga, you've never done good. Like,
But to me, like, even thinking about what you're saying, and I firmly believe this, athletes can do anything. And the reason why I say that is because an athlete is willing to get up in the morning at 5 a.m, go run the beach, come back to the gym, shoot for another 3 hours, maybe make 500 shots, and then come back and play. So that kind of work ethic, I just think if you have that work ethic, and most athletes do, you can't be stopped at anything, whether or not it's being a doctor, whether or not it's being a lawyer, being a comedian, being an actor, nothing can stop you.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely like you said, there's a level of preparation. Like you said, we know what it takes to have a good game. If you want to play good, you need to have a good solid week of practice. You need to get your workouts in. You need to stretch, get whatever. You need to have a good shoot around the day of, get warm, do whatever little medicine stuff you need to do and get out there, warm up good before the game, really and then you can get out there and hopefully have a good game. So I know, like, when I'm about to have a show, like, okay, all right, let me do this a little bit before. Let me do that. Or like all day, anytime I think of something funny or whatever, I just type it in my phone.
Right.
So it's like there's like a never-ending catalog of like, and that's like easy work. That's the equivalent of being a prison dude who just dropped down and do 10 push-ups all the time. Like, the nigga's gonna get swole, and technically he put in the work over the time. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'll drive and, oh man, that's funny as hell, and put that in the voice notes and do that. And it's like, okay, I got another show. Let me draft a new X amount of minutes, or let me be smart about this. Because some people just think you can just go up there, man. But because that's what it feels like sometimes when you're watching it. Right. Just like somebody watching a football game, bro, they ran these plays a lot, brother.
Every day.
Yeah, the basketball too. Hey, all those moves, like you might catch a new move here and there, but let me tell you, those drills have been done. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel you on that.
What are your favorite cities to kind of like perform stand-up in? Because I've heard different cultures.
There's people of different brands in every city. So it really depends who you are and who you're with. So you can go to Atlanta and it's this way, and you can go to Atlanta and it's that way. You know what I'm saying? You could go to New York and it's like this. You could go to, LA the same way. I could be on tour with Mike Epps and it's a certain type of crowd. I could be on tour with somebody that's the complete opposite as a comic, and their demographic is completely different than Mike Epps. So if I go to the same city, it's different. I can go to Memphis and it could be Glorilla and them, or it could be like all Trumpers and like whatever. You know what I'm saying? It depends on my own brand is kind of mixed. Like, so if it's my show, it's honestly it's a pretty mix. It's a pretty good mix of people. It's usually more people of color than not on average, but yeah. So I enjoy all the cities, man.
Have you ever had to deal with a heckler?
Yeah, but I don't start up with people too much. I know how to diffuse stuff, how to get out of something. And I don't try to, I'm not real disrespectful on stage. Like if I clown you, it's going to be something light.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to call your woman a bitch and, do the,
yeah,
but I'm just saying, that's like
crazy.
But I'm saying, like, if a nigga crash out on you like that, like, that's, you rolled the dice, bro. So like, I like try to clown niggas on some complimentary shit, like a swole nigga. Like,
right.
I'm gonna make fun of him for being swole. Like, that's not bad. Right, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
you can't be mad.
Yeah, why you mad, buff ass nigga? Like, that shit'll be funny as hell. Or like, I done had my alopecia spot just like everybody else. So, maybe I'll clown a bald nigga or this or some easy shit, but nothing like too hostile on folks. And I get into my set. I don't do all that crowd work. I don't ask people questions. I don't care.
That's what I was going to ask you.
You're about to say, you never see me do that. You see my show. I don't ask people shit. I might say what's up real quick, do a little whatever. Then
it seems like crowd work is getting people shows now.
It's a different beast.
I think it works. I think the crowd work works for IG in those small little bits. But I noticed the people that do crowd work, when you go watch their show, you be sitting there like if they don't do crowd work, you ready to get the fuck up out of there.
It can be like that. Some people can do both, but some people have leaned into like the content creation aspect of it. That's basically what that is. Mm-hmm. That's not about comedy. You're about finding new clips that you can post on social media. So what crowd work gives you is you can put the pressure on somebody. Take the pressure off yourself. You lead me to the goal. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like funny shit does happen. Like I done like clowned about a table being open and talk so bad. Like I hate when the niggas in the front ain't here. This, that, and the other. And then like a nigga in a wheelchair came in and took the shit. Like shit like that happens. So like that's just it's cheat code. You know what I'm saying? You can put the pressure on the audience to find the funny. And you don't have to tell stories or whatever. You can just ask people about their love life or whatever. And if you you might luck up and get a good clip,
What I thought what people were doing when they were doing crowd work, they're utilizing that for their social media because that's really not their show. Yep. So you don't really get a glimpse of their show.
Until you realize that some people's entire show is that.
Right. Yeah. And I don't know, what was the white dude's name?
Matt Rife.
Yeah, Matt Rife is at the pinnacle of it. He's getting to the back. Shout out to Matt Rife. Look, here's another thing too. I am not a hater. I am nobody's hater, brother. Whether it's my cup of tea or not, or whether I'm on the same path as you or not, I want everybody to get to the bag. I'm like, me and Matt Rife are not in competition with each other.
Right.
We're not going out for the same roles. We're not doing nothing, And he's at a way higher level than me as a touring comic and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So,
at the moment.
The moment, baby. Time will tell.
At the moment.
We climb. I'm slow and steady,
you
baby.
You're an athlete. You can do anything.
I can do anything. That's something goes to AD told me I could do anything, baby.
Tell you dunked the basketball.
Come on, man.
Hey, man, I've seen it in comedy before. Like, when Carlos Mencia was the guy, and then he was pushing back a lot of comics when he went on stage. And then one of those comics was Joe Rogan. And at the moment, Carlos Mencia was higher. But then the table switched.
Well, but here's the thing. I mean, Joe Rogan's still a bad comic.
Hey man, that's the most honest statement in the fucking world. I seen that special.
He's bad at comedy.
I seen the special and I was just like, I don't know what's going on.
There's a demographic that really enjoys kind of like the things he panders to.
I would say enjoys Joe Rogan.
No, they enjoy what he panders to a little bit because like they know that he'll stay on brand of stuff that they like or something like that or do whatever. But yeah, he's not funny.
Yeah, no.
I mean, he was host of Fear Factor. Like, why does that qualify you for comedy? Like,
I have no clue.
It qualifies his platform. And look, again, another guy, not mad at him. Get that bread, Joe, because they are cashing him out.
Absolutely. I think he got 150 the first go around, right?
Something wild. I don't know.
Yeah, he got something crazy.
I don't know. But
hey man, why is it saying on my paper that you was the choreographer for Beyonce and Austin Justin Timberlake? I don't.
That's
That
fake news.
Definitely didn't happen.
I was like,
I saw it in the video.
He was like, I know a lot of. I said, I see this nigga crib walk and shit, but that is not
definitely crib walk. I was like, he was the choreographer.
See, that's something I wanted to fact check.
And you know what's fucked up? They got the shit highlighted too.
There it is.
They like,
it's
and I'm sitting there. I was like,
this about this would be a good one.
Yeah. I was like, this can't be true.
We got to talk to the intern downstairs that highlighted this.
Yeah. We definitely got to talk to him.
Hey, there was a video that was talking about each family member and it said that. So I wanted to fact check it.
No, probably my mom did that.
Hey, wait a minute, fact check.
It said
it's not fact checking if you put it on my paper.
Yeah.
Come on, tofu.
The yellow is danger.
Yeah, that's all that really means.
Well, sticking with comedians, who are your influences?
Oh yeah.
I try not to watch cats a lot, honestly, because everybody who has like a favorite comedian, I feel like they digest everything about them and they can't help but. And it's not basketball. It's okay for Kobe to emulate Jordan. It still works. It hits just the same. A bucket's a bucket.
Right.
But when you got the same mannerisms and same verbiage and same whatever, and that you know, that all that you should study, it's like, see, that's from a not funny person. The person who told you need to go study to be a funny comedian has never been a funny comedian. So but with that being said, you know, Mike Epps, Chappelle, who else?
Any of the young guys right now that you like?
I don't watch anybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't watch. I mean, I watch people if I'm in a room. Like if you my boy or something, I'll come see you. But aside from that, I'm not really gonna click nobody. I was gonna say George Carlin.
Okay.
I used to watch a lot of George Carlin as a kid.
Okay.
So that's honestly probably him and Chappelle is probably where Chappelle and Mike Epps is where I probably spent the most hours. And the other cats, like, they were great, but, you know, it was a little bit before my time to, like, feel the same way, you know, like a Eddie Murphy or a Richard Pryor or something like that. You know, like, that had already happened. So that was, like, watching in a historical context. That don't feel the same as watching, like, Jamie Foxx, I Might Need Security, like, live. You know, I got to feel that, you know, the jokes were about people of my time. You know what I'm saying? So... yeah, the older cats, I definitely respect them, and I know they're funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to slander nobody, but I'm just saying, like, what I actually digested for real.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, for me, like, with George Carlin, I liked his 90s work more than his 70s. And maybe it's because I can relate to it more.
Probably so. I think there's a world where that's probably true. But, yeah, I mean, I've seen so much of it, I forget which ones are which. But he just says things that are still relevant. You know, jokes that still hit, just interesting concepts, truisms, you know. So, but yeah, I try not to watch cats, man, because I don't want to be like doing that.
Right. I can see you on a sitcom. When that's gonna happen?
We working on it, baby. You know.
Are you gonna write it yourself?
I think I'll have to for it to be right, for it to come off as me and not, because the problem with comedy, honestly, bro, and a lot of the time, especially with like Black comics, is the writers typically never speak the same language as them. So they put you in some corny shit. Because usually the person who has like the work ethic and mental fortitude to go write a show Bible, go do this, go do that, is usually like way low on the totem pole of funny. They just have work ethic. You know what I'm saying? So it's like figuring out how to either tag the because every really funny show, you know, the comic was either a part of it from the beginning or tagged in really early. You know what I'm saying? Martin, Jamie Foxx, Seinfeld, any of those shows. You know what I'm saying? That Larry David and all that.
It was built around them.
Yeah, the shit that's really funny and really hits different, you got to build it in that voice, in that world, or, Adam Sandler has to write it himself.
Right.
And be, or whoever that kind of person is. You know what I'm saying?
So you're going to write your own?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of working on a couple of things, man. I actually got, I was on the phone earlier on the way over here talking about a thing or two. But yeah, I think that world will work. I've had my little guest stars on the show too. Another one I did, like I said, so many things on TV is the Miss Pat show. Everybody go check out the Miss Pat show. That's on BET too. But yeah, I see it. I'm ready for them to see it.
I just think that sometimes if you're not writing for yourself, I think you're doing yourself a disservice because now you're just waiting to be picked. And like you said, there's so many people out there, so many good people out there. It's sometimes hard to even be seen or even get casted in certain roles. So you almost got to Issa Rae it almost to a certain extent where you just put yourself, create your own vibe.
When you look at who's gotten the bags recently out of the black folks,
right?
Who is it? It's going to be Will Packard, Issa Rae, Kenya Barris, Shonda Rhimes. It's the creators
for sure
that are the ones that they never cast away. Them people who come in and out real quick, bro, they don't give a fuck about anybody no more, man. Bro, just think about it. And obviously cats are still rolling. What's my man's name? Ray Jean Page or whatever from Bridgerton, right?
You talking about
the main guy?
Okay.
He was everything for a year. He was not on the second season of Bridgerton. And
why?
I think it was by design. I think it was supposed to be one of those shows where they have new main characters. Okay. I think them shows are stupid, by the way, because it's nigga, I'm not starting again. I was already invested. I like this character. Isn't True Detective or something like that?
True Detective, they do that.
But after season one, it just
look how upset he is. Go look at his face, man. When you go watch the tape, he's like, he fucking was like, yeah, that was bullshit. But bro, he was on top of the world, and now again, like I said, it equates to Hollywood success. I've seen him in different things. I know he had a good role in the movie. I know he probably getting his M's on it, but it's not that same. It doesn't just stay like it used to stick. Mm-hmm. Unless you're like Miley Bobby Brown on Stranger Things, or you're Damson on Snowfall, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shout out to all those guys. Like I said, my brother was on Snowfall. He did his thing.
No, I totally get that. As far as, because I know you into everything. As far as entrepreneurship, are you doing anything as far as that goes? Currently,
the main thing, low key, I need to get on top of that. I'm probably slipping on money, and I've already started to get into works. It's the merchandising and all of that kind of aspect. The online store, the T-shirts, the mugs, the socks, the shoes, because that's where you make all the money these days, man.
It's funny you even say that because one of my friends is Big Ja.
Okay, yeah.
So Big Ja, he go hard on
the merch.
He go hard on the merch.
Yeah.
Super hard.
You make a lot of money doing that, man.
Man, he was telling me the numbers he was doing. I was like, damn, for real?
Bro. That's how every artist survives now. Bro, if you're a rapper and your merch don't sell, you're poor. Straight up. Kanye, the last couple of runs, that was about them T-shirts and all of that shit. That was about the Yeezy gear, man. That's where he was making that money at that little kiosk in the front. Selling flare pants and shit.
It's that with streaming now. I really don't know how you can make money.
You have to be a big touring artist, and then even then, you got to have a good deal out of the tour because you got to pay for the flights and the security and this and that and the percentage for the manager and the booking agent. And it's bro, you getting whooped.
Yeah, I know.
I'm telling you, if one thing for sure, I don't care how big it ever gets for me, I'm traveling by my fucking self. I'm staying at regular fucking places. They got me fucked up. They
give you $20 million a show. I don't know if you traveling by yourself. I don't think you can travel by yourself. $20 million a show?
Yeah, one security guard and then you're good.
I'm going solo. I mean, look, when y'all come get me, you know, whoever, maybe he had a whatever, but get the fuck out. No, man. No, baby, I'll be in the airport solo. How y'all doing? You want to take a picture? Sure. I won't give a fuck. I'll take all the pictures, the whole cabin. Hey, like, PJ for what? Everybody who knows private jet people, and especially the ones who actually should have private jets versus the ones who shouldn't be flying private, knows the truth of the money there. There's no reason for a regular stadium touring artist to be flying in no wild ass private jet.
I totally believe
all over the country.
Totally agree with that one. Yeah, it just ain't enough happening to be private jet.
Especially if you're regular-ish. Like, okay, Taylor Swift, okay, Bieber while he's in the middle of whatever, okay, them cool. But like, I don't want to just throw nobody under the bus, but I'm gonna just say some rap nigga, like, bro, like, just get on the plane, my nigga. Like, they won't even know it's you.
Right.
But the fucked up thing is when they do that, then you have people taking photos of them and then posting them online, making up a whole story.
Well, fucking be regular, bro, when you were out and about. Don't be like on codeine. Like, don't be on Percocet and like drooling and like take pictures of people. Be cool. Like,
well, talking about Percocet and drooling, what's your thoughts on the whole Diddy situation?
oh my God, that's a sick
transition. It's like, how'd you get there?
I mean, it's crazy, man, because there's so many layers to it, right? For one, a lot of it is alleged. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. Just like anything else, so much of this.
See, that's where I live.
You're right.
He got to be proven for me.
But look, but here goes the thing, right? The stuff that we would probably behind closed doors agree that he did is not even what he's being charged for. So that's where it gets tricky. It's like Cassie shit fucked up. You know what I'm saying? The Shine situation. I mean, that's public knowledge at this point. We don't have to like
pretend.
Secretive. Yeah, like everybody knows.
He backdoored him on that one.
Yeah, he backdoored him on that. He sent him, and then he was out there. The shots was fired. There's allegations on who shot what, whatever. Like that happened. Statute of limitations gone on that. You know what I'm saying? They say. I didn't want to bring up these stories, but like I said, the shit that he's done, that we know, whatever, like little street shit here and there. He's probably put his hands on a person here and there, whatever. But I remember when pimping and pandering changed to human trafficking. Okay, I remember this because it was a guy who we hooped with at Crenshaw who got charged, and he got a life sentence because I think he brought a girl across state lines to Vegas on some pimping and hoeing type of stuff. So I'm not saying pimping and hoeing is good. It's it's definitely a gangsters and strippers world, whatever. But it's like strippers is the other side of the gangsters. So it's like gangsters supposed to not talk and do whatever when you in that street life. If you're a prostitute or you in that whatever, you also kind of signed up for whatever that is.
Talk about it.
Yeah. So it's like, and then it's like more allegations too, because I've never seen it, whatever. We've all heard about the gay stuff or the fruity stuff or this, that, and the other. That's just character assassination.
Right.
You talking about lube and dildos. We're talking about crimes, bro. Like, and then again, if there is concrete crime, whatever, we'll take it at face value. We got the hey man, it's a video of him. He drugged this girl, did this, and then this happened, and you could see him carrying, if that cool, show me that. But so far it's just like seemed like he was paying for pussy. I mean, look, they wanted him for previous stuff. His hands ain't clean. We know that. But I know a lot of niggas with dirty hands. Let's keep it real. And I know a lot of gay niggas, a lot that are out. And I know a lot of closeted gay dudes. You know what I'm saying? Some of them hyper masculine, some of them NFL, some of them NBA, some, you know what I'm saying? So that's not going to move the Richter scale with me because you say he's freaky and he's whatever. Like, and again, been around the guy too. So he did Raising in the Sun with my aunt. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably what brokered our relationship to where we're cool with Diddy. My mom, again, we black entertainment family. Of course, we fucking know Puffy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then all the parties is this, the parties is that. It's like, bro, I done been to the parties, bro. It's regular cracking parties. It's just like big house in Beverly Park, rented out, spinning dance floor, cool, whatever personal late night, that's a whole different thing.
But it ain't the whole party.
To try to act like 750 people came here to have a fucking fuck off. It's just the dumbest shit ever. You know, like, for example, any drug kingpin has had big parties.
Right.
Within that party, has there been a drug deal that went down behind closed doors, maybe, or after the party? Sure. But was everybody a part of Pablo Escobar cartel who went to the... No. Celebrities everywhere. Everywhere. You know?
And now they starting to come up with the list of people associated with the parties as if they went to the party, they was involved in some crazy shit. Look, and it don't make sense to me.
The Epstein Island thing is a perfect example, right? Now, that's as guilty as you can get. They was definitely doing not just freaky shit. They was really fucking with underage girls and probably boys and the whole thing, everything, whatever. And they really, you know, and then they want to try to pin all of this shit on Diddy like he just is Mr. Extortion and he just has all of these videos of all these high profile people fucking and sucking on each other and shit. And it's like, no, bro, that was the Epstein allegation situation that he had that on some people or whatever. So they're just trying to conflate a lot of shit with some shit that's very real. You know, again, at this point, there's too many freaky allegations for us to not be like, okay, maybe that's what he do in his personal life. That's cool. I don't fucking care.
I don't care at all.
I don't give a fuck, bro. If who you sleep with is your personal business. One person, two persons, multiple people.
Right.
That's on you. But then, like I said, it is crazy. Like, if you've been sexually assaulted in a way where somebody has forced themselves on you, or they have drugged you, or even, you know, pressured you, or if, you know, if there is somebody who has, you know, then there's a double-edged sword on like he said he would give me a job if I sucked his dick. It's guys whose dicks I could suck for a job right now. And I'm not doing it because that's not within the wheelhouse of what I'm willing to do. That's not within my morals, unless that's something you already kind of do. And that's where it gets tricky, because people who already do stuff are doing what they already do to get ahead. And then
now they coming back.
Script. Yeah. So that's the tricky part.
See, now it's cool to like throw mud at him, and that's the part I hate.
It's
I
like
hate
you
all
niggas
the
was
old
just
shit.
dick
They be
riding
like,
Diddy.
Yeah, they be like, it happened 20 years ago, and I understand that people have trauma, and I get all that, but we should have spoke up before then. For me,
right?
Just for me personally, if some crazy shit this motherfucker did.
Hold on. But yeah, like we were saying, because the other thing that people don't understand, right? Men get approached by men just as much as women. If I show you my alarming and disrespectful DMs or people, it's guys. It's guys. You know what I'm saying? So the same offers that a lot of these women have had, men also get these same offers. And again, a lot of men take them. There's a lot of guys who take them. And those guys who take them, typically, again, in my personal opinion, they already participated in these things.
Right.
Nobody can strong arm you in your adulthood man life into letting somebody have sex in your butt.
Right.
Like, you're not, unless if you obviously were interested in that, which again, is cool, it's fair, but I think it's fucked up, man, because it's bad. I mean, watching that Cassie video was bad, man. I mean, that shit was
that was bad.
That shit was really, really bad, bro. Because I'm just not a believer. Look, I get it. Some niggas is cool with like the pimp culture of it all, being able to smack on a bitch if she do something crazy. But to me, it's like, I don't care what she did, bro. You can't do it like that. You could put her out. You could do whatever you got to do. She get a bitch to beat her up if it's that bad. No, seriously, go get your fat homegirl on her. If it's that justified, you should be able to tell somebody. They should be able to get mad with you and come over here and take care of it. Because you know, obviously the other side trying to say she stole some this or she did this or that. But it's like, y'all just is toxic and doing y'all thing, whatever. But yeah, that's enough Diddy, man, before I say something. I think I did good.
You think you steered away?
I think I escaped the topic safely, man. I didn't seem out like I was pro-sexual assault. I'm not anti-black. I'm not trying to criminalize him. I'm not trying to flip on somebody who I know. Like, I just seen Diddy and was chopping it up with him like not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? So he was at some event. Typically, like, you know, Diddy's everywhere, man.
He's definitely everywhere. Well, not now.
Yeah.
And I think what's crazy is they not giving him bail.
What's going to be crazy, though, is when he's back out. That's what's going to be crazy because he's not getting life.
He's not going to get life.
No matter what happens, Diddy's not getting life. So it's going to be a temporary takedown, whether they like it or not. Mm-hmm. And then it's going to be even more clickbait than ever whenever he gets to come back out and say what, I mean, he could write, if he's broke, he could write 10 books.
See, that's why you think he may have information like Epstein, and because we already know Epstein was killed in jail.
Allegedly.
Sure. Yeah. Allegedly?
Yeah, they smoked on him.
He said he was going to talk, and that night he died.
But again, no, I don't. For one, people are, look, Diddy's popular, but he ain't got Prince Henry in the house fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Epstein had political people. That's what his thing was princes and this and that. So that's why, they try to say that the royal family probably off. Yeah, they try to say they off him because he had the dirt on, was it Prince Charles?
Yeah,
right.
But I don't think no royal family at Diddy's, but a senator, representative.
No, I've been there. No. Rap world. He's a fucking rapper. Drake, maybe, an NBA player, sure. But no, it's not a fucking political party, bro. No, Damn. It's ratchet and cracking and fun. Like, no. I've been to multiple white parties. So, never seen nobody get fucked on. It be kids there and shit. Like, they just tried to go viral on him the other day because he was on the mic. And of course, did he be faded? He be turned up like, fuck it, nigga, whatever. So he was on the mic and he was like, hey, it's time for the kids to leave, like that. And to them, because they're so stupid, they think that this means he's about to bring out like a bouncer and oil it up, and now everybody just gonna start fucking. Like, y'all know what time it is? The kids is gone. Let's fuck on each other. Like, are y'all stupid? People believe QAnon, so people are dumb. We're in a country full of idiots, so.
But it is some weird shit happening, though. The weird shit to me is like, how you feel about Jaguar?
Jaguar what?
Right.
Huh? He don't even know.
What's that?
Okay. It's
a vocal female that talks down upon, Diddy in that world.
Oh, I ignore them people, bro.
He had no idea.
Yeah, hey, bro, I don't be in that shit. Fuck all that weird shit, bro. Like because here's the problem. Anybody talking some hot shit that you don't want to hear about, the worst thing you can do is bring them up, engage with them. Like, at this point, we have the rules on how algorithms work.
Right.
Do not engage. If you don't like it, do not engage. If you got a problem with something, don't discuss it. You have something that you want to die down, we should not argue about something. At all. We shouldn't talk about some people. If it's a group of people we don't like, we should definitely not speak on them right now. Because look, bro, we grew up in LA. Police chase. That's what they put on the news out here. Yeah. Is that news? No. That's fucking clickbait. That's the original clickbait. Drama, crash, death, show the live shooting. So negativity is what the news, when it turned into media, is what it's built on. It's not built on positive news. The wildest way somebody died is what they show, not like who was born in the morning. They don't care about births on the news, it's death. So,
yeah.
So how I feel about her, I'll probably try to do my best to forget her name. You said Jaguar, I'm to the car. Is that the one who always act like she know? Because she was there?
Act like she know.
Oh, yeah. Bro, everybody who always act like they know is poor and doesn't have access anymore.
It might be true.
It's poor people with no access. It's basement warriors. No, it's all basement warriors. It's all basement warriors and hyper religious people. Because like that Illuminati allegation that you had pinned on yourself, the Bible Belt and Bible people, I love what it can do for us and when it's working. But please drop the conspiracies. The Illuminati's not real. Ain't nobody worshiping no devils in Hollywood. Ain't nobody drinking no baby's blood. That's actual anti-Semitism built from old anti-Semitic tropes, if you want to know where that stuff really comes from. But so just cut all they might know what's going. Shut up. Y'all don't know shit. You've never been anywhere. Don't go anywhere. And that's what it is,
I've been behind the scenes because, I shoot stuff, and she was like a guest. And then to me, it didn't seem she was connected.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, those people stay in that because that's her only way to make money. What else does she have?
Nothing.
Because now, if it's the person I think I've seen, because I've seen this random, because, you know, this is the same fucking loser. It's the same losers going viral.
Because now she's saying it's JC's next and all that stuff.
That's what I'm saying. But that comes from people trying to be like, this is the devil. And like, I asked people, I was like, bro, do you know how much philanthropy Jay-Z and Beyonce do?
Right.
My mom owns a nonprofit. I know who gives money to who. Mm-hmm. Debbie on Dance Academy, donate some money. Practice what you preach. Be about something. We on Western and Washington. Pull up. Manhattan Place to be exact. All right. But I know who is about the community. Mm-hmm. And they will try to say that somebody who is fully for the community is the devil. And it's just like, bro, if you hate gay people or hate that somebody's a Muslim or hate, that's what it just comes from, hate. That's all.
Right.
Yeah. I hate people hating on me for wanting to date snow bunnies.
You said not wanting to?
Wanting.
Oh, really? Come on, bro. Like they put the expectations on you. Well, what's your nationality, brother?
Yeah, Puerto Rican.
Oh, so they expect you to stay Puerto Rican with it? I can see that.
At least Hispanic. They don't want him to be out there wilding.
Man, come on, man. You know Puerto Ricans identify as white 80% of the time.
Wait, man. He swear he black.
No.
He'll tell you
I'm
in a
mixed.
minute.
I won't tell you I'm white.
No. But you know, when shit hits the fan, when shit hits the fan, all immigrants, Puerto Ricans ain't the only ones, even though they're supposed to be a part of the country.
Right.
We know the truth. They don't fully get acknowledged or treated that way. People call people Puerto Rican. They don't call them American. They don't be like, what state you from? And you get to say Puerto Rico. And they're like, oh, that's what's up. And they just leave it at that. Like, they dive into your nationality and your background and the Taino thing and all of that stuff or whatever. But, bro, when people immigrate to the U.S., they switch sides, bro. They forget who fought for them. They forget who paved the way for their non-blonde hair, blue-eyed ass to be here. And it's interesting. And that goes for the darkest of the dark immigrants as well. Some of you Africans need to get it together. I have a show this Saturday in Englewood, Miracle Theater, about an African-American. It's called African in America is the name of their thing or whatever. So just about being Black American, whatever.
Right. It's on the 29th, right?
My show's on the 29th at the Bourbon Room.
Okay.
So I got that. Norman Nixon and the homies. It's going to be me, CP, comedian CP, BT Kingsley, Mike Murphy, and one other person that I'm going to feel bad for forgetting, but they won't see this most likely, so it's fine.
Hopefully they see it. We go viral.
Hopefully we go viral, man. Hopefully not for the wrong clips.
It's usually for the wrong.
Jaguar gonna be coming for me now. I got some dirt on Debbie Allen. See, he is listen, man, cut it out.
Right.
And you're gonna be at the Ice House too, right?
Yeah,
October
with Craig
19th?
Smith. October 19th. You know the date better than me. Shit.
October 19th.
There you go. October 19th.
Yeah, we're supposed to be there too.
Yeah, we're
Craig
supposed
Smith. Oh, you gonna be there?
Yeah,
we're doing the podcast
we're
aspect
on
of it.
Another room.
Oh, you're in the other side.
Yeah, we on the other side.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we on the other side. You have any other big projects you want to talk about?
I mean, just keep an eye out for me coming to a city near you, and that'll probably be the nearest thing, man. Just gearing up another tour, because I'm real secretive about my clips. As you can know, as much time as I have stand-up wise, you can't find any clips, because one thing Cat Williams did not lie about is the theft.
Oh, people will steal your jokes.
People will steal your shit, and people will
Have you experienced that already?
I have.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
Did you holler at him?
It's somebody that's not in the city. You know what I'm saying? And I seen that shit on Netflix, and I was like, I know where you stole that tag from. I know when you stole it. It's cool. Enjoy. But I got more, and so now if I'm in a room where I feel like that's gonna be a concern, I try to tell the jokes that are real personal to me. So like about being my mama's son or being Norm's son.
So you actually switch up the show right in the middle and be like, we ain't going.
Well, I'll know before I go.
Oh, you know before you go.
Yeah, I know what time it is before I go. Just by whose room it is, where it's at, who promoted it, da-da-da. Then you walk in and you see there's no need for fucking comedians to be lurking around in the corners of the room. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Either chill until you gonna go up next or something, and then it'll be niggas that's not even performing. They just be there. Deep. What are you niggas doing, man? You could have stayed home.
Wait a minute. So right now, tomorrow, they say we got a Netflix show for you to do. Are you ready?
Yeah. Bang that out easy.
Easy,
bro. Easy work.
Hour,
easy work. Because for one, like the one that I kind of shot like as an hour potentially.
Okay.
Never dropped it. Probably gonna just do it in clips. So that plus like some of the recent, because right now I'm like trying to figure out what's like the next 30 to 40 that I want to fuck with. I think I got like a good 20 of it figured out. So like I'm gonna round out my next little 10, see what I want to do, and then but yeah, I could bang an hour, no problem. Honestly,
That's dope.
take a long time to get there though.
No, I heard. I heard it take years, right?
No, yeah, to get to like a real hour this good. Yeah, this gonna take you a while, brother.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Because it's I mean, that first getting over that, 15 to 30 hump is a motherfucker. Because, that hot 5, hot 7 is where you start. And then, extending that to 10 or 12 is cool. But then that longer time period, you really have to carry weight. You can't.
How do y'all remember all that shit?
I don't do my jokes verbatim. So I got like my idea. I know my dismount. I almost know it like a bam. So I'm not into that. I like, because that takes away. And for me, if the audience is different, then I could talk different. So.
Okay. Real quick before we leave, when you mentioned like the clips thing, because I did notice that you don't
post any clips.
Yeah, exactly. How, because you do a lot of venues and all that stuff, how do you promote that for your audience, like grow it more organically, I guess?
Well, for one, it's kind of grassroots as of now. So I know which cities I have like a little demographic in, like, Atlanta, DC, New York, Dallas, Houston, obviously here. I got a couple I haven't tapped in yet that I know I can hit pretty easy, like the Bay Area, San Diego, stuff like that. But you can send them just to get the dates. Like, you can show them proof of sales or stuff like that. Or I have the video, so I can send them the video. You know what I'm saying? I just don't post it on social media. So I've definitely been like, here's a clip of me, blah, 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 performing at the Improv in Phoenix or, whatever.
Why is it comedians in LA get no money to hit the stage? But I heard when people go out of town, they actually get paid.
Well, nobody gets money unless it's your show. Unless it's your show or you're a part of the headliner. Okay. And it's up to the headliner to pay you a good amount of money or whatever. Because them cats who produce shows, they try to look at it as like it's an opportunity almost, which it's not. You know what I'm saying? So like your standard comedy show gonna pay you like $40, $50.
I know.
Yeah. Just to go up to the Laugh Factory. And I mean, the great shows like that are sold out and it's rolling at $40, $50. The game's a little backwards.
Yeah, I don't understand. But I heard when you guys go out of town, you actually get a real paycheck.
Because you're splitting ticket money now. You're getting the door. Yeah, you get the door. So like if I go out of town and I'm headlining, the lowest I'll probably get is like a 70-30 split with the tickets. On the high end, I could get like a 90-10 or something. And if you're a really established comedian, you could probably get percentage of drinks and everything if they know that you really gonna fucking
kill it,
blow that motherfucker out or whatever. But even still, like some of those people locally, if it's a local guy having a local show, bringing his local buddies, he not paying them like as if a guy who flew into town and did whatever. But and you make it on the road because they do the whole weekends. Here they got the one-off show, so the math don't be mathing.
Right.
You do your one show. If you go out of town, you do one show Thursday, 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, and a show Sunday. So you get to sit down, collect that dough, then get back. When it's just a one-off, you can't even make your plane ticket and your hotel back damn near unless it's a theater.
Right.
So.
Okay.
But yeah, man.
Man, thanks for coming, man.
I appreciate you having me, man. This was good to shoot the shit like this.
Yeah.
This is the most we chopped it up in a while, man. You already know. Everybody on the move, man. But yeah, you got to keep me posted on what you got going, man, because you always up to no good, man. You might be the one that got the movie for me, man. Be the wind beneath my wings, baby.
Oh, there you go. We do have a movie. We do. See? We are working on a movie.
Sneaky's no good.
Yeah, we have a show out right now.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, we do. We have a show that's
a weight loss show.
I'm a real fucking PTPer.
Okay.
I'm for real. When the lights is the brightest, baby, I'm the primest. put me opposite of Brad Pitt and all the niggas. I'm gonna treat them like they regular motherfuckers.
All right, we're gonna definitely keep you in mind. 'Cause Alejandro, he writes.
There you go, man.
He films everything. And,
yeah.
and we actually trying to put something out. So definitely.
Keep me posted, brother. You know I'm down, man. You know I'm always a phone call away, text away. So
we appreciate you stopping by, man.
I mean, I appreciate y'all having me. This was fun. Like you said, I ain't get thrown in the blender.
Nah.
Kept it solid, baby.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, tofu.